Hello, welcome back to what is going to be the final part of Slay the Princess, unless I decide to play the newest version of it, the pristine cut, but for now this will be it, because this was done all before that came out. Anyway, yeah, last part. We're gonna see what we get up to here, and see what kind of princess we get, and of course what kind of ending we get. It's gonna be real existential, I think, so we'll see what happens. But I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Enjoy! Okay, so we're gonna get through the first chapter pretty quick here.
You're here to slay her.
We'll go with the
we'll just have to see what
maybe.
happens in each and every one of us. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince. Ignore him.
We're speedrunning this first chapter a little bit, because we've heard a lot of this dialogue a few times now, so...
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely... The blade is your implement. You'll...
This time, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the...
Enter the basement. But let's not...
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing
kill
as
her.
her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Just checking
Oh.
in.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh. We're gonna go with I haven't
How about you
decided
drop
yet.
the knife, and the two of us just talk.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
We're gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Got it.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
We're gonna go for this
I'm sure
one.
of it.
Don't jump to...
We're gonna clear these options.
Don't just tell her.
I don't remember much about...
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
That one.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Got it. I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, so we're kind of back on this path.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Explore.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Without hesitation, you bring
it
the
is
blade
different.
down. The princess flinches as you strike, and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed, and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you.
It is different.
The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around. The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of here.
Okay.
What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is, she's so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. For now. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held
That table
the blade.
does not look that heavy.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Something different. Okay.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Ooh.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Okay.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
This one.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day.
Yeah.
You
Who
put
says?
the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar.
No, it's a
lock
door.
broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Uh-oh.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
I think she's dead. I think she's just like a poltergeist now.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Still rude.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer.
Ooh,
one
she's
silent
creepy.
footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here,
Demon?
we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have...
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh. The nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay her.
She's going to kill me again.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us? That's a very
Paranoid.
good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
You definitely heard us.
Shit.
Shit.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
We've asked that question before, and the answer
A
was
warning
kind of
before you go any
circuitous.
She will lie. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Not even him?
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless.
Hmm.
The only furniture of note is a lone table.
There's a weird
knocked on
shadow
its
in the
side
window.
corner of the room.
There's weird
A pristine
shadows in all the
blade stands
windows.
between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Kinda. Yeah.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it. You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
I was hoping for a jump
I hope
scare.
you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Okay, we'll take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better
Can we
than
have a
knife?
bomb?
Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Okay, I won't.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Blinky eyes.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us. It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
We can step off the stairs into the void.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know, something.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
I see eyeballs.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable.
Yeah, I think it's more
You're the one
reasonable
who's
to
just
recognize that
matter-of-factly
shit's weird.
describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Okay. When you left. I like
Turn
left.
to the left.
Uh-huh.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I
Oh.
told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
I like her, vibe. I like the pretty face with the tattered dress.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart, lungs. What are you doing?
Concentrating.
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Liver.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us.
She can't
Why?
attack.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
If you want to work together.
nerves.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Fine, whatever.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Would you look at that? You're suggesting exactly what I want. Somebody's ahead of the curve.
Oh.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
Oh, so we gotta leave
I
together.
don't think I can leave without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Okay.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
I guess.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
Got
You
it.
seem miserable.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Toss
Are you
it.
serious? Lungs, liver. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission. Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
Neat.
No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their
Ew.
offices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? Or what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you.
Oh.
I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Okay. Your body is dead, but you live on. Oh. Okay. Sure.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Nope, we're gonna let her out.
We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her
everyone's
trapped there
here.
forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that
Now I know
hurts
how
us?
many people I still didn't see.
To be given an ounce of kindness from
You're the
something so
skeptic?
cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us?
Cheated.
There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here? course we're wrong.
Broken.
She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it? Many times. It feels like we've been here forever.
So there's like three voices we haven't
barely been here
had before?
It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do
4.
what she says and then everything will be fine.
Sure.
It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
What if we don't go?
I've tried that. It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles. What does here even mean, if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here. Every single time.
Okay.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
I hope she appears and then the voice that spins like, holy shit, what is that?
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
Can
There's
you make
nothing worth
sense?
making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
Okay.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Ooh, that was an interesting noise.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't? Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
I don't think I'm gonna slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
Okay.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts
True.
are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
I don't know if I can
Care
slay
how
her.
you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
Do I?
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either. He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
Okay.
He's worse than her.
The only way out of this is to do nothing, so nothing I will do. I'm gonna stay right
You
here.
do nothing. You can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
Make me.
That's a new one. Huh. Do you think it'll work? No. Nothing ever works.
Nothing ever works.
Boo! You're the worst one. He's not the one who got us into this mess. At least I keep you breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries. Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing. And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half. Great. And that's why you're not the top. I want to see what nothing does for us. And right now, all of you aren't letting nothing happen. Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them. He'll get you killed by himself. Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now. As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it. I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity.
Everyone just shut up. I'm trying to do nothing.
My point exactly.
God.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Fine.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin.
Do
Or
I?
rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Sure.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
I'm gonna
She's
go
still
look
here,
at the mirror.
buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Not always.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
The cabin.
The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Yeah.
Smash it to pieces.
No.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's
Okay.
the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's another new one. How do you keep coming up with new things? I hope this works better than nothing did. Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
My geese are bumping. Sound here is really cool. This section's definitely given like that kind of like liminal, kind of creepy vibe.
Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
She's creepy.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I love her. I love this version of her. I think it's so creepy and so cool.
I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
Ooh.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me.
Yeah, you're fine. You're perfectly fine.
I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
Okay. Cool. Great, love that. Sure, it's fine.
What's left is for you to take me home and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
Cool, I love just being there. Top of the
witness.
list.
I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
She said not to pause, I'm curious. Okay, nothing weird.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just an object, a tool, but you once were something else a long time ago. But that was something that something was something that you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
Good, I hate you.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess exhausted slumps.
Why is it so cold?
You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing? What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah, that's what we're here to do.
I think I'd like that. Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
You step towards the mirror once more. Its secret remains hidden. Its mysteries remain
Something tells me
unresolved.
that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. It feels gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm
The cold one's just like,
ready
hell
for
yeah.
the truth. I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Nothing. You are nothing at all. We're like a crow. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see a figure faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see
The
you.
narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
If you're not me, then what are
I'm an
you?
echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Ah. Are you part of me, or are you something
I'm
else?
not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is? I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But
Okay.
you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Let's ask about his pieces breaking.
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
You have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
How did you
I
die?
killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
I like this dynamic. Like, I like that there's a ton of questions we can ask, but we have a limit. But also, I like how... I lost my train of thought. Never mind. I like it. That's all you need. People out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this, or do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Ooh. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small?
As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. And as you were before, you couldn't be trusted with the knowledge of what she is. No one could be trusted with that knowledge. Intrusive thoughts have a way of creeping in and ruining everything. It's why I had to die.
I haven't
I've
decided.
said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
I don't have to do anything. Turd. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh, goodness. Damn, girl.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Okay. Okay. Do you know about the Echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Okay, I won't. I am the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
I don't know, you seem to be doing a lot of shifting.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
So we were one being and now we're two beings? Is that what I'm getting?
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So if I destroy her, there's no death, but all meaning goes with her. So, like, you can't die, but nothing matters anyway. Okay, let's explore. There's so many stories. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict. My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you.
Okay.
Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Let's expand. This one.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Your liver takes a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back. Then there's no need for you to fight with the world. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together, hand in loving hand. give you all the time in the world. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return.
Aw.
I offer you absolution.
I like the ghost. The ghost was one of my favorites.
You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was yours to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption. You flee into your emotion of pain and suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
Crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps.
So we made a fierce, gentle, understanding God. The last one's unclear. It said clarity. So, all-knowing? A fierce, gentle, understanding, all-knowing God? Is that what we made out of her?
There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be.
She's so anime.
We made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture. Yeah, let's do that one.
You are the whole of reality.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
Okay.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
So we're kind of in the same place. This one.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Is it?
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Ooh.
It's
This
good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's
Okay.
still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Cool.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm
Let's go.
ready. Oh. Oh.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Okay, strange.
Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place. Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
Is it just the three of us?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through. Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a
Is she
table,
outside?
that knife. Windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he? He mentioned the windows when we broke them. No mirror this time, either. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Okay. I'll take it.
That's probably for the best. It's always seems to give us more things we can do, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to suggest we throw it out the window? No, we've been through too much for that. And he's gone, so there's no one left to mess with but ourselves.
True that.
You've gotten serious. Besides, what's the third beat? It isn't funny if we toss it out the window twice.
True
There's the
that.
guy I know.
Alright. I can still throw it if I want to, but I'll enter the basement.
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice? Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time. We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together. And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Okay.
That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So, you brought the knife. After everything you've seen, and all the lives we've lived together, you still aren't sure what you want to do? Unless you are. We just hope you're sure of yourself, one way or the other.
I'm gonna sit with you.
It's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
Are you the same as the you out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it? Yeah, we really are the same.
We don't
Is there a
think
way?
there's a way for us to leave. But maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. The way it all works seems to be based on you. If you believe we can do something, then we can do it.
Oh.
So believe that we can put it all back. Believe we can fix the Echo's construct and make us all forget. Believe we can send us all back to the beginning, before anyone woke up, before the truth consumed us.
My cat's being sassy. Sassy cat being sassy, as she does. 1 second.
Can they really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
So in order to fix this so nothing bad happens, we have to all forget?
Why wouldn't it be what we want? Especially if it brings him back. We can't keep going without a nemesis.
Oh, and it brings the narrator back. Got it.
If you believe we can give them more time, then we can give them more time. It's all up to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't underestimate the power of our thoughts. You've seen what they can do. You haven't even seen the half of it.
Maybe we have. Maybe we haven't. We can't know something like that. But we're choosing to do it now. And maybe we'll just keep doing it again and again, forever.
Forever and ever and ever and ever, because we're in a loop.
It's almost comforting to know we can keep meeting each other over and over again.
We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we can choose to do it all again. We'll always be able to start over, if that's what all of us want.
How do you know that things won't just end worse? What if when I make my way back here I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end to everything? Is there any other way? I take it all back. I don't want this. I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Is there any other way?
Our options are limited to what that knife offers us. Either we use it to put things back, or you kill us. We're sure you can figure out which one we'd prefer. But we don't want to influence you. We're sure you'll do what you think is best. If it's time for it to be over, it's time for it to be over. As much as we might want a few more precious lifetimes with you. That's okay. We have to be able to trust that whatever choices we make, they're the right choices. Maybe we'll continue the loop of forgetting and restarting forever. Or maybe we'll decide, at some point, that it's time for things to end.
Okay, so we can either choose to kill her or agree to her plan. So either she dies or everyone dies. Is that what I'm getting? I'm gonna agree to her plan. I feel like that's the choice I want.
Okay. If this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side.
We're going back to Lupin.
Speak for yourself. Maybe I'll see you two. Maybe I won't. They take the blade from our hand and stare fondly into our eyes.
Yeah, why not? I love you.
We love you too. Everything is going to be okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh. I'm gonna proceed. Oh. That's it. Got it. Great. I don't know if that's a good ending. I guess I could go back and see what the other, like, choice would have got me. If I wanted, you know? But I liked it. It was really good. Good game. 10 out of 10. It definitely has some replay value because, like, you could go back and try to see different princesses and see, you know, interact with different voices. So that's really cool. Love that. Art was good. Nubs. Okay, let's go to main menu. Let's load game.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you... That'd be nice. Oh, we never really... That's probably for the... So no, you've gotten... Besides, what... There's the guy.
What if I just go down there and slay her?
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. We don't know what...
She doesn't...
Does
And
that
forward
change?
We go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy. Yeah, that wasn't...
So,
Slay her.
This is really it then. Let's see this through.
so, you've made a choice for all of us. Even through everything, through all the worlds we've seen and experienced, through all the lives we've known and lost, we could never imagine a world without you and us. It doesn't feel possible. Despite it all, we've always loved you. We hope you don't regret what comes next.
You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back. Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal?
I think we're being kind of literal.
Doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Okay.
That's right. We've got a whole world to see.
I don't think there's anything to see out there. Leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here. Yeah, there's not a lot for us to do, is there?
I don't think this is much of a world. Path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there's even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Let's set ourselves free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
Come on now. It shouldn't be that hard to break out of here. We're some sort of god, aren't we?
Maybe.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. Ah. And then the shattering. You are free. Before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
I knew we'd finally see it through.
Oh,
All
you're
it
back.
takes to be a winner is grit and determination. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
I hope this was all worth it. Because I'm personally inconsolable.
He's so sad.
Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe. Welcome back, everyone. It's great to see you all again. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We could do that, yeah? Yeah.
Sure.
We can do that.
Sounds stormy. Okay. Well, neat, I guess. I like the first ending more, I think. But I feel like there's gotta be a third option where we don't end up going into the cabin and just slay her right then and there, but maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's only two endings. Anyway, replayability is high on this game, and I love it. I think it's great. That was a good game. Good run. So I definitely enjoyed it. Well, there we go. There's an ending. The ending. There's multiple endings, but this is the one I got. So, yes, ma'am? Anyway. Everyone say hi to Tisha. Yeah, she's cute. Anyway. We got Strange Beginnings. We got that one because right away in the first part, I decided to, you know, be a little butthole and not follow directions very well and go on my own path. And I guess that helps lead to here, helps get this specific ending. And I think it's just because, like, I got kind of attached with the princess more than anything. Like, even with the scary, kind of, like, angry or threatening versions of her, I was like, nah, I get it. This is my fault. I'm the butthole. I'm the asshole, you know? So, I think I like the ending we got. I think I like the choice we made to, I guess essentially start it all over and hope things are good. This game's a little heady, so sometimes it was a little hard to keep up with what was going on, but overall I still really enjoyed it. The art is really beautiful. It's a good game. Someday I'll probably revisit it. Not anytime soon. But there's a lot of stuff I didn't see, a lot of stuff that wasn't in here, but those were the choices I made. So that's what it is. That's what happened. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe maybe. Let me know what you think. There's a lot of other visual novel type stuff on the channel, so feel free to go check one of those out. And I'm gonna leave it here for today. So thanks for watching. Bye!